submission to the Garrett Sustainable Transportation Competition of 2025. So let's introduce you to our innovation, the concept of charging lots, which is the evolution of EV charging. My name is Adam Malhotra and I'm in grade 6, attending Evergreen Elementary School.
My name is Jenny Pawar and I'm also in grade 6, attending Hyde Middle School.
Lastly, my name is Ria Verma. I'm also in grade 6, attending Horder Middle School.
Here we can see our table of contents showing the topics we will be discussing today. What is a charging lot? A charging lot is a parking space with an underground induction power supply that enables wireless car charging. To understand better, let's look at our overall flow.
First, the user will open our cloud-based app where the detection of lot vacancy takes place through the ultrasonic and pressure sensor. Next, the user will reserve the charging lot with the 3 main steps shown below. After that, our system will direct the user to their charging lot.
Then, the energy sources would power induction, which include wind and solar.
After that, the induction process occurs. The car will get charged at a certain rate, and in the end, the system calculates the fees. Induction, also known as wireless charging. How does wireless charging work? The principles of wireless charging is electromagnetic induction. The 2 main laws, Ampere's law and Faraday's law, work together to create the process of induction charging. Wireless charging applied to lots. Energy flows from the induction pad to the vehicle's receiver coil. There are 2 main coils, a transfer and receiver coil that creates a change in current that produces electricity, thus charging our car. EV car mileage. Level 1 chargers charge at a rate of 5 to 6 hours, while level 2 chargers charge at a rate of 3 to 15 miles per minute. It costs 40 cents per kilowatt for second level charging, while it costs 30 cents per kilowatt for first level charging. What is the amount of kilowatts to charge an EV car? Most people drive for around 200 to 250 miles per day, which takes around 30 to 60 minutes to charge. So approximately 0.35 kilowatts is used to travel 1 mile. So in the end, 87.7 kilowatts is needed for 250 miles. How is this safer? As we can see, the electromagnetic waves from induction is much more safer than the ionizing radiation waves from plug-in charging. How is it better? This picture shows a real-life example of how our idea is more innovative and efficient. Well, we know about induction, but what powers induction?
Well, the energy sources. Energy sources advantages: lower operational costs. Using wind and solar, we can reduce the cost of each running induction charging station. Energy independence. Using renewables means less fluctuating energy prices and less fluctuating unit rates given to users. Minimal energy loss. Solar power can be generated on spot, which reduces transmission losses, therefore improving efficiency. Lastly, initial payback. Though setup costs can be high, renewables help recover that investment through long-term savings. On-site energy generation. Solar power generation. The efficiency of solar panels capturing sunlight depends on sunlight intensity, panel orientation, and temperature. Energy storage integration. Efficient storage, such as batteries, store excess wind and solar energy for continuous charging. Ideal locations for wind energy generation: urban, highway, and remote locations are the best locations for wind energy generation. Lastly, how it benefits car induction charging. Well, it's a reliable supply. Solar can power daytime, while wind supports night and cloudy conditions. Wind turbine transfer to induction grid. Wind is captured by the blades of a wind turbine and passes the control system, which is then converted to electricity, then splits to the induction system and the grid. Solar power transfer to induction system. Sunlight is captured by a solar panel and passes a series of converters, which finally reaches the induction system as converted electricity. Now, we know what powers induction, but what components is it made of?
Well, to answer your question, let's go over the hardware integration. We will be using 2 sensors, the ultrasonic and pressure sensor. Ultrasonic sensors have 2 components, being the emitter and receiver, and their main function is to use sound waves to detect objects. In our case, this can also detect car presence in the charging lots. Moving on to pressure sensors, which also have many components, but its main function is to detect pressure when it is applied. This in turn can also confirm whether the lot is occupied or vacant. Moving over to some of our other hardware components, including microcontrollers, power management ICs, MCUs, industrial motherboards, FPGA-based controllers, embedded system on modules, touchscreen kiosks, smart energy meters, and lastly, PLCs. Concluding our hardware integration section, let's go over the software integration. The first step step in this case would be the reservation process done through the app. First, the user will open our cloud-based app, and they will see the AI assistant that can give recommendations based on previous user preferences. The specific AI software that we'll be using is the language learning model that has an algorithm to keep learning from the given database. This in turn will further enhance the user's experience. After that, the user will input their preferred location, and out of all the options that come from the input, they will reserve the best one. The second step would be to detect vacant charging lots and direct the user to their reserved location. The pressure and ultrasonic sensor work together to detect vacant charging lots. Current location data, traffic data, and previous travel time data all go into the ML model and come out as a real-time distance and travel time calculation to the user's destination.
Now let's go over our use cases. Use case number 1. What if all charging lots in the 5-mile radius were occupied? Well, in this case, the user would open our app, which will notify them that all charging lots in the 5-mile radius are occupied. Then the user will input their preferred location, and they will see options from their input, which include the position they are for each lot and the waiting time. After that, the user will choose the best charging lot from their options and will get directed to their requested charging lot. They will wait the estimated time, and in the end, the user will occupy the charging lot.
Use case number 2, user at a shopping mall. The user would arrive at the mall and manually find a vacant charging lot instead of via app, since the user has already arrived. The user would input info like charging capacity and duration into the kiosk. After clicking start, the process would then begin. When the user leaves and comes back, their EV car would be charged through induction charging.
Last but not least, let's cover use case 3, how our innovation would be implied and used in San Jose, a real-life city. First, 570,000 users will input their preferred location for the charging lot. We take this amount into consideration as there are around 570,000 cars in San Jose, and if all became electric, we would need to consider this rough amount. After that, the users will choose lot amongst result from their input, and with each option comes info like occupancy and wait time and charging capacity. After that, they will get directed to their reserved charging lot, and once they reach the charging lot, their EV car will get charged.
Now let's see our model.
This model shows a single charging lot above ground and underground.
The first component in this case would be the solar panels, which are tilted specifically to capture sunlight. The other component would be wind turbines, which are off-site. They will generate electricity and pass it on to the control cube, which powers
Induction. We can see our control cube, which is the main power line. Here we can see our transfer coil and our receiver coil. We know that any change in current can produce electricity, thus charging our car.
Last but not least, we have built a mini touchscreen kiosk in which the user can manually input information such as charging duration and charging capacity.
How will we make it easy to transition to EV charging sustainably? Charging lots enhance accessibility, making EV adoption more appealing. EV charging becomes more convenient and time efficient, which helps optimize future infrastructure. Last but not least, induction charging promotes the use of renewable energy and contributes to a cleaner, more sustainable transportation system for the future.
Coming to our conclusion, this innovative charging technology, the concept of charging lots, provides a wireless, convenient alternative for powering EVs. The combination of renewable energy and wireless charging is unstoppable and will play a crucial role in further building this EV car infrastructure.
Thank you for listening.